Hi, I'm Ian, an independent alternative media practitioner, among other things. I would like to apologize at this point because I'm a bit under the weather, and you may notice that I'm speaking in a low voice because my throat's a bit janky. But the show must go on, and it's a brewed banter. Tara, kape tayo. Okay, now a few weeks ago, there is this film festival called Cinemalaya. And one of the big winners of that festival was the Jonathan Jurilla film Love Child, starring Jane Onyeza and RK Bagatin. And the story is centered around the parents of an autistic boy, and somehow it's a bit reflecting on Jurilla's own personal experience as a parent of an autistic son. Now, to be honest, it's a bit of a stereotype that we have stories like this in the Philippines. That we always have we always have parents of autistic children talking about their experiences as parents of autistic children. But to be honest, it's not just that. It's just one part of the story because autistic adults exist, and sometimes they are left undiagnosed for a long time. That somehow uh, they're having a hard time talking about themselves because they are not absolutely represented, or their lived experiences are not that being highlighted because they can speak for themselves. But on the contrary, representation about autistic adults matter. And fun fact, autism is a hereditary thing. You can pass on you can pass on autism from one generation to another. So, for example, and sometimes this is the stereotypical manner that people see themselves, or stereotypical situations when it comes to families with autistic children. The kid gets diagnosed first, but then again, the developmental pediatrician, or the DevPed, also noticed that one of the parents or both of them are also manifesting some autistic traits. So that's the case of some autistic adults, that they realize that they are also autistic all along after their children got diagnosed. Case in point, Taylor Heaton, aka Mom of the Spectrum. Check it out. I'll link her channel in the description below. There's also I don't know. That's one of the cases. That's one of the many cases of autistic adults knowing that they're also on the spectrum alongside their children after their children got diagnosed. And honestly, that's what's lacking in the whole damn thing, or the whole thing about autistic representation here in the Philippines. I have I'll provide some resources that I made, or some of the things that I have written on Substack. Yes, I am also on Substack, intrepidianreunion.substack.com without the N. And I've also created a playlist regarding neurodiversity and in specific autism because, as I said, I may be autistic. I still wanted to get assessed, get diagnosed, but I have a I have a I have a very big hunch I am. If not, bahala na. But uh, it's such a shame that Jurilla didn't coordinate with JP Laksamana, because Direct JP Laksamana is actually autistic. He was diagnosed at the age of 35, and it's such a shame that uh, even his own fans are downplaying his autism because they've known him as a great director, when in fact, uh, you know, it should be it shouldn't be sidelined, if you get what I mean. That his autism is part of himself. Somehow he realized during his journey that perhaps this is the reason why he is the way he is. And I somehow resonate with that because uh to be honest, I'm not really that kind of a guy who has a lot of friends, or let's just say even parasocially. But I have my own interests as well, and I have a lot of interests, to be bloody honest. And I just wanted to you know hyper focus on it if I have the time. Now that I have some kind of time at this point, but yeah. Uh, but to quite honestly, I really just wanted to share to you that autistic adults exist, and sometimes you may not realize that he or she is just masking it, and it's a very, not really bad thing, but it's it's something that you have to think about, masking, because a lot of autistic adults, especially those who were undiagnosed at this point, had to hide away their autistic traits so that they can function in a neurotypical society. And it's very dangerous, uh, so to speak, because part of your identity is being um, taken away by that mask. So, or being defined by that mask. So, um, yeah, sorry for rambling, but yeah, I just wanted to let you know that I'm very much interested with watching Love Child. Maybe critique it, uh, and perhaps if you're an autistic adult who is in the Philippines, if you have the time, you can watch Love Child. It's gonna premiere this week in all cinemas, and perhaps you can have your own say or your own review about it. But maybe that's also something that I'm going to talk about as well in the next few days. Hopefully, I would recuperate from this sickness that I'm in right now. So yeah. Anyway, before I before I run out of words, I would just like to raise a toast to all of you who are on the spectrum, whether diagnosed or not, whether you suspect it or you're officially diagnosed. Everyone who's autistic, uh, here's to you and here's to us. Long live the spectrum. Cheers. Honestly, that's round two of my coffee today, and that's it. I'm gonna. I'm not gonna drink coffee at this moment today. I mean, at this today, because yeah, it's it's I have to recover from being under the weather. So yeah. With all that said, this is Intrepid and reminding you to at all times be the salt of the earth and the light of the world. Until then, look alive, stay alive, be kind to yourself and to each other, and always remember that you're different, but not less. As always, thank you for watching. From here in Intrepid HQ, see you next time. Ian out.